Wondering how the great state of Utah taxes retirees. Well, you've come to the right place, my friends, because we're going to talk today about the state of taxation for retirees in the wonderful state of Utah. Welcome again to Heritage Wealth Planning YouTube channel, the place you come to find out how each of the 50 states in the union taxes its retirees and all kinds of other stuff financial planning related. Just had an email today about the difference between a revocable trust and irrevocable trust and revocable trust. Had a nice discussion on that through my blog. So as always, if you like the stuff that you see here, subscribe down below. Hit that little red button down there that says subscribe. Hit the little bell to be notified of future content, and then go to heritagewealthplanning.com for all the blogging material that we put out there as well. All right, so let's dive right in to the state of Utah. Just once, I think, when my wife and I lived in Arizona, we went up to St. George, which is right on the Arizona line right there, stayed in a military bed and breakfast. They used to have this thing from retired officers, which I was not one, but if you're a veteran, I guess you could be part of it. And all these people out throughout the United States would have these little B&Bs out there, and I forgot what it's called, but it's actually real nice. I wasn't that impressed. I like the green, the rolling hills, the grass and stuff, and anything out west is going to be arid and lots of dirt. And so it was nice, but I like the green. So if you don't like green and you like arid weather, Utah's a place for you. That's for sure. Whoa, Utah's least tax friendly. Wait a second. Did I see that right? Least tax friendly in Utah? No, I'm stunned by that. Hold on just a second. Yeah, Utah, dark blue, least tax friendly. Wow. That boggles the mind, actually. I'm stunned by that, which is interesting. All right, so let's see. Give me it. Here we go. One of Kiplinger's top least 10 tax-friendly states for retirees. The Beehive State moved to a 5% flat income tax system in 2008. It is one of the minority of states that tax Social Security, provides a small retirement income tax credit that may help offset the tax on Social Security for certain eligible seniors. Sales tax is 5.95, which is on the high end, including a 1.25% tax that goes to local governments. Localities can add an additional 2.15% as well, so the combined rate is 6.76, which is on the low end. Food is taxed at 3%. Flat tax at 5%, like we talked about, and the effective income tax rate is basically 5%. I want to see what this retirement income tax credit is. Residents 65 and older may be able to claim a retirement income tax credit of $450 per person, subject to income eligibility. Taxpayers younger than 65 can claim a non-refundable tax credit of up to 6% of eligible retirement income, or $288, whichever is less. The credit is phased out at 2.5 cents per dollar of modified MAGI of over 16,000 for married couples. Married filing separately, 25,000 for singles and 32,000 for married couples filing jointly. Okay. Just as I always got to say, the number one rule is know the difference between taxable income and adjusted gross income. All right. So 32,000 of gross income, that's going to put you, if you're married filing jointly, you take out $26,600, and that's going to put you about $7,000 roughly of taxable income. That's not very high to get that tiny, tiny little credit. So that's not much, my friends. It's $900 per married couple, but it fades out at 2.5 cents per dollar above 32,000 of AGI. That's just there you go, qualified. And then you got to pay tax on Social Security. Wow. Median property tax in Utah is about $1,500, and the median property value is about $223. Well, that's a lot more expensive than I would have thought. Tax breaks for seniors, homeowners, and renters 66 and older who earn basically 32,000 or less can get a circuit breaker tax credit that permits an abatement of 50% of property taxes due up to basically $950. Homeowners who qualify for the circuit breaker qualify indigent abatement or deferral. I don't even get that. Homeowners and mobile homeowners get additional credit equal to tax on 20% of their property's fair market value. I'm confused. All right. Vehicle taxes, sales taxes due on purchases, a tax based on the passenger's Vehicle's age is due on registration as well. At least they don't get you on a regular basis, and there's no estate or inheritance tax. None of this seems good to me so far. So what Kiplinger says. I'm actually stunned. I thought Utah would be a lot more tax favorable. They rank in the top 20 almost. Total state and local tax burden, 9.6, puts them at 21. Yeah, basically in the higher end of the middle of the United States. We'd rather be in the lower end of the middle or at the lower right. So they're April 21st is Tax Freedom Day, which ranks them 30th. Again, we want to be in the higher end there. Sales tax smack dab in the middle of 5.95. Then your state and local localities 6.77. So definitely puts them on the in the middle, a little bit less in the middle, so moderately low for sales state sales tax. Gas tax is in the middle. Cigarette tax is in the middle. So basically, they're smack dab in the middle for cigarettes and gas tax. I can't imagine a lot of people in Utah smoke, but if you do, they don't kill you. Property taxes are pretty low, real low actually. 0.65% is the average, and that's quite good. In fact, they don't collect much in terms of overall revenue they get from the tax on property, that's for sure. So I'm actually mostly interested in the smart asset to see what they do for taxes on Social Security and tax on retirement benefits. So because we went to Texas and Tennessee yesterday, we haven't had a look at smartasset.com because they don't have income tax. So let's do our typical married couple filing jointly born in, we're going to say 1952. We probably should have said 1952 the whole time, but 1953 still puts them at 65. So let's see. So here, if you got $50,000, of which 25 comes from Social Security and 25 comes from IRA distributions, you're paying almost $2,000 in taxes. Wow, that's that's amazing to me. So let's do 50,000 and 50,000. I bet it's going to be double because it's a flat 5% tax rate. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. There you go. So basically $100,000 of taxes of income, regardless of where it's from, you're paying high taxes. No getting around that. The only way to avoid taxes in Utah is to have a big IRA, a Roth IRA. So if you're planning ahead, you'd be planning for Roth IRA ASAP, simply because Utah gets every other way to Sunday in terms of income tax. Retirement is something you work towards your life, and predicting how much to set aside is tough, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So there, look at that. So if you got $100,000 of income, of $50,000 comes from Social Security, $50,000 from IRAs, the feds get you at $6,600, but Utah gets you at $4,200. So that's not too low, that's for sure. Moderately tax friendly towards retirees. I don't agree with that in the least. I don't get how Smart Asset could say that. How could you say it's moderately tax friendly when they're taxing almost all your Social Security? Social Security income is fully taxed. Those two things are mutually exclusive, my friends. You can't be moderately tax friendly and tax Social Security. Withdrawals from retirement accounts, fully taxed. Marginal rate of 5%. So wrong answer. All right, so let's keep going down here. Utah is moderately tax friendly. You can get a small tax credit if you don't make much money. Very low. Property taxes are fairly low. Sales taxes moderately low. Property taxes are actually on the moderately low side, and the sales tax are probably more on the moderately high. Actually, not probably, definitely more on the moderately high side. The average sales tax is 6 3/4. And the average property tax is 0.67, like we said. Anything else we need to be worried about? Utah's property taxes are very low. Yeah, so that's good. I mean, again, I'd much rather have low property taxes, low sales tax, even if my income tax were high. I'd trade that in, 90 times out of 100 for sure. But no, home values in Utah vary significantly depending on where you settle down. Park City, Utah, the median home value is more than $500,000, and property taxes average more than $2,200 per homeowner up there. In Emery County, home values are close to 130. No idea where that is, and property tax a whole lot less. And I'm not going to go to the circuit breaker because it just makes my head spin. Utah does not have an estate or inheritance tax. It does have sin taxes on alcohol and tobacco, as alcohol is especially cheap or steep, adding to up to more than $13 per gallon of liquor. I don't like any taxes. I don't drink. I don't smoke, so that neither of those affect me. But if I were living close to, Reno, Nevada or something like that, I'd be going over the border and getting my booze and cigarettes from a different state. That's for sure. Well, I hope this helps, my friends. Again, Utah, I'm surprised. I wouldn't say moderately tax friendly. From an income tax is horrible. No other way around that. Trade an income tax for a lower sales tax, a moderately low property tax and a moderately low sales tax. Yeah, that's a tough one there. I guess it depends on what you're, where you're coming from. But by and large, I'm disappointed. I thought Utah would be better for sure. But, that's the fun thing about doing these little clips. You get to learn about states you're not familiar with. And I have no familiarity with Utah other than knowing a bunch of guys from there who are nice people. And being in St. George one time. That's it. So if you have comments, man, put them in below. I tell you, I've learned a lot of things from people comment on this stuff. And, of course, subscribe if you like what we're talking about. Thumbs up, my friends, always help. Thumbs up, give me a thumbs up. That helps out a lot. And hit that little bell down there to be notified of future content. See you next time on the Heritage Wealth Planning YouTube channel. Thanks, guys.